Hello, fellow classmates. My name is Wally McCall, and I'm going to be presenting a persuasive argument for why it's okay to live without social media. So, first off, can you imagine a world where we don't have social media? It's hard, right? In this digital world, social media is everything. Social media has allowed us to become entrepreneurs. It's allowed us to have a voice for the ones who have felt voiceless, and it has allowed us to stay connected to people all over the world. However, I will argue that even with those benefits of social media, we have seen far worse detriments that social media can provide to us when we are so attached to it. There can be major mental and major physical ramifications with too much social media. So, first, I'll start with the pros and cons of social media. The pros, like I mentioned earlier, it gives a voice to the voiceless. It allows us to stay connected with people all over the world. It's allowed people to be able to become entrepreneurs and to pretty much branch off on our own. It's allowed us to connect with people all over the world that we never thought that we could. However, the cons of social media would be the detriment that it becomes to us because we are not connected to the real world itself. We get caught up in this digital world. We get caught up in this digital manifestation of what we think life should be or what it is. And we ignore the realities in front of us each and every day. And we stay in this competitive comparison cycle where we compare our lives to other people's lives, and in doing so allows us to not actually have the self confidence that we need to be able to strive in life, and also it doesn't allow us to appreciate the things that we have going for ourselves. Now, the addiction to social media could present several hazards, mental and physical. So from the mental standpoint, addiction to social media can create a sense of low self-esteem. It could also not allow us to be in the presence of the here and now. And it could also lead to loneliness. It could also lead to self-harm. It could also lead to suicidal thoughts. I remember when Instagram became aware of this and they took away the number of likes because a lot of people were comparing their self-worth to however many likes that they got on a certain post, which was having real world ramifications to people. And social media platforms are starting to notice this and they're starting to take effect, but the fact that they notice it lets you know that it is extremely real and that it could be an extremely big problem. Now, the health benefits that come from too much social media, the health hazards that come from too much social media is that we lose out on a bunch of sleep, which you know that sleep helps heals the body and it helps keeps you productive. It helps keeps you in the right state of mind. We stay visually attached to our cell phones, which can have an adverse effect on our vision, on our eyes. And also, and I didn't know this until I researched it, that we have bad posture because we're so attached to our phones. And studies show that being attached to your phone is more likely because of social media because of the high usage. So in conclusion, I would argue that yes, social media is important. Yes, it does have a place in society. However, it is not full society. It is not the end all be all. And I would argue that taking a break from social media, if you can't avoid it and you have to be on it, it's okay to take breaks here and there to give yourself a chance to reconnect with the real world. to build interpersonal relationships with family and friends, neighbors, people in the community, and allow us to socially interact with one another instead of digitally. Social media is still relatively new. It's only been around for maybe the past 25 years. And I would argue that the world and us as people have survived generations without it, so it's safe to say that we can survive generations moving forward without it. But we can't do that, so it's here to stay. But I would hope that everybody who hears this and everybody can reach to their personal experiences and realize that it's okay to take a break from social media and to get to know yourself and to get to know the real world around you. Thank you.